Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. All right, today I got a treat for you guys. I hope you guys like this video. The reason I say it's a treat because I don't see too many YouTubers doing comparisons between the iPhone 16e and the iPhone 13. The reason I'm going to do this review right now is because um, I think both of these phones are excellent. But if you're going to buy one today, which one should you buy? Should you buy the iPhone 13, which was, a couple years ago, or the iPhone 16e, which was just released this year? Now, if you look at the back, you'll see that the iPhone 16e has a, matte finish. It feels really good in the hand. I really like this. Scratch resistant. So you can see you're not going to get too many scratches here. Whereas the iPhone 13 looks really, really beautiful. Shiny, glossy. Check that out, man. Looks really, really nice. But it is prone to scratches, so you do need a case. I recommend a case on both of these, actually, but you definitely need a case on this one. So with that said, sizes wise, they're both similar in size, as you guys can see. I think that the iPhone, 13 is a little bit wider. Let's kind of look at that. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Might actually be the same, to be honest with you. Just might kind of look wider, but it might not be. But as far as the height, it's about the same. And if you flip it over, now that's where you'll see the difference. So um, you'll see that the notch is a lot smaller here on the iPhone 16e, whereas it's still kind of intrusive on the iPhone 13. But both have a notch. So for what it's worth, if you guys don't like the notch, there's always the iPhone 15. So but I'm saying if you're looking at two comparable phones, these will probably be the most closest to one another. Although I guess the iPhone 14 could also probably, be considered in the same conversation. Let's go ahead and get this one started up here. All right, guys, sorry, because when filming, when I'm recording, it won't recognize my face unless I move it to the side. All right, there we go. So, all right, as you can see here, all right, all of this technology, right? Sensors are active all the time. So anyways, both of them have a 60 hertz refresh rate. So if you're looking for a refresh rate upgrade, the iPhone 16e is the same as the iPhone 13. The screens are pretty much the same on both of these phones. They're both beautiful. They're both OLEDs. So screens are great. Now, the battery on the iPhone 16e is a 4,000 millihour battery. The battery on the iPhone 13 is a 3,300 millihour battery. Might be 3,400. But the iPhone 16e has a bigger battery. But it's lighter than the iPhone 13. So this is actually a lighter phone. I think this is 167 grams, and I think this is 173 or 174 grams. Now, when you're holding them, are you going to tell the difference between, 4 or 5 grams? Probably not. But it is interesting that this is a lighter phone, even though it has a bigger battery. So, performance-wise, you're getting the A18 Bionic chip on the iPhone 16e, which is the latest and greatest currently until the iPhone 17 comes out. And the iPhone 13 has the Bionic A15 chip. So both chips are very, very good. We're going to do some speed tests to see which one is faster, if there is a difference. I've actually never done the speed test, so this is my first time doing this. So I don't know the results, guys. I really don't. So anyway, let's go ahead and do that. All right, now one thing is that the RAM on the iPhone 16e is 8 gigabytes. This one only has, I believe, 4 gigabytes. So that's going to be a difference. So RAM is going to be a difference. It should make a difference in how the apps open and close. So let's get started. All right, let's go with the phone app. 1, 2, 3, go. That was about the same. Let's go with storage here, Rumble. All right, let's go here. They're both about the same. Let's go to text message. They're about the same. Like you said, I can tell you they're about the same. Let's go to Let's go to apps. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do that again because I didn't touch it right. Let me go ahead and get rid of all these here. Let me get rid of all these here too. All right, get rid of all that. Let's go back to the App Store. 1, 2, 3, go. iPhone 16e is a little bit faster, but you can't really tell the difference. Like I said, it's really negligible. So let's go ahead and do, what else are we going to do here? Settings, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go ahead. I have a screen protector on here, guys, so bear with me. 1, 2, 3, go. Settings, about the same. All right, let's go ahead and let's do Instagram. 1, 2, 3, go. I mean, the iPhone 16e might have been a little bit faster. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see that. All right, so about the same. Scroll up and down. Scroll up and down. You're not going to get the 120 refresh rate on either one of these, but the way social media is designed, it's like they designed it literally for iPhone specific, because iPhone is just better for social media, period. Let's go ahead and get out of that one. And let's do some more apps here before we do a gaming test. I want to find a app that both of these phones have together that, all right, let's do Gmail. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, this one didn't open up, so I'm going to do that again. Let's go back to Gmail here. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. I don't know, it might have been the iPhone, 13. So neck and neck with these basic apps, you're not going to have a difference. You're not going to see a difference. Now, I did download a game here. I did Temple Run. I like to do Temple Run as a kind of like a base game to, test speed. And I can play with, each hand. So let's go ahead and do this one. Let's get this up here. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, so the iPhone 16e should open this up faster. All right, so it's doing what it should do. It's definitely faster. And I'm going to say it was about 3 seconds faster to get to the PlayStation, to get to the play screen. All right, so let's go ahead and play it. All right, let's go ahead and try to jump in here. Oops, fell over here. All right. Oops, fell over there. Well, I really suck at this game, huh? All right, it's because I can't really pay attention to most screens. Oh boy, got it. All right, didn't fall. All right, I didn't fall. Okay. All right, nice job. I fell over here though. But as you can see, play-wise, they're both great. All right, let's get out of there. So, all right, let's get out of this one too. So all in all, man, you guys can see that performance-wise, if you have an iPhone 13 right now, you have no reason to upgrade to the iPhone 16e unless you want the better battery life, because this one has a way better battery life. Not just because the battery's bigger, it just lasts longer. It's like it lasts twice as long, man. I charge this phone once every 2 days, and I'm at 30%, and I use this phone a lot. So battery, this one is definitely better. But cameras, you got 2 cameras on the back on this phone. They're both 12 megapixels. One is wide, one's ultra wide. This one is a 48 megapixel, just a single shooter. But it does everything that these two can do. So camera-wise, the iPhone 16 still has a better camera. It's because it's just optimized better, has a better processor, has more RAM. So you're going to get better quality pictures and better quality video. Now, that doesn't mean that the iPhone 13 camera lags, or it's not, the differences are really negligible. So unless you're like a photo enthusiast and like really, really, really want to be petty and pay attention to every detail, most of the time you're not going to notice the difference. Because I don't notice the difference a lot of times. If I shoot a picture with, this phone or this phone, I'm not going to tell the difference. So like I said, it's going to be just a matter of preference. Like we could shoot some photos right now. Let's see if I can grab something here that I can take a picture of and see how it comes out. All right, I got a little sticker here. All right, we're going to do this right now. I'm going to take a picture of this little sticker here, all right? And I'm going to do it with this one first. I'm just going to snap and shoot it, all right? And then there we go. You guys can see that. That's what it came out. And then I'm going to do it with this one here and snap and shoot. And so now you guys can take a look and tell me if you guys can tell the difference. All right. You really can't. All right. Now, when I zoom it in, you can tell that there's still more detail on this one than this one with the zoom. So this one does capture more detail. But all in all, like I said, you're not going to see a huge difference. I mean, there is more detail with the iPhone 16e, but you know, this is still a great phone, still a great camera. So like I said, if you're upgrading because of the camera, I wouldn't do it. If you're upgrading because of the RAM, if you're upgrading because of the speed and the battery, I would definitely go for it until you get the 16e. You can get the 16e right now through Boost. I believe it's $99.99, and you don't need to port in your number. All you need is a new phone number. You got to get on a $60 plan, and you can have this phone for about $170 out the door. You can also get, I believe they have the iPhone 13 on Cricket for like $49.99. And also, I think Boost is doing a deal with it, and Metro by T-Mobile. So you can check your carriers. They're still doing deals on these phones. All in all, guys, I'm going to say the iPhone 16 is a better phone. But at the same time, the iPhone 13 is no slouch, man. So depends on your preferences. If you have the iPhone 13, there's no reason to get the iPhone 16e unless you really, really want it. But if you have the iPhone 16e, you know, you're good to go. I mean, you don't need to buy any new iPhones. You don't need the dual cameras. You don't need any of that stuff because this phone does everything that the better phones can do. So with that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, hit like, subscribe down below, and I'll talk to you soon.